everybody, I want to wheeze them here. It is, what, Wednesday? I guess, October 7th, 2015, 3:21 a.m. And what we're going to do here, pretty exciting stuff, I'm not going to lie. Finally, despite me purchasing these items at launch week on the buy one, get one 40% from ToysRUs.com, I just today, finally, on Tuesday, October 6th, received the standard Wii U and 3DS starter pack. So, needless to say, what that means, aside from turbocharged Donkey Kong, is I have finally, at last, acquired regular Super Shot Stealth Elf. So, that's what we're going to do here. Introduction number 16. I'm going to pull Smash Hit from the portal. I was playing around with him last night. We're going to throw down Super Shot Stealth Elf so you'll have her virgin introduction here. And we're going to head into Chapter 1 here. I'm sorry, not Chapter 1, Save Slot 1. But let's take a look at her introduction and see what we can do with her.
Hot streak.
She looks so different now. I can't help myself.
Silent but deadly.
Alright, same voice, which is good. That health, though, I saw that in the strategy guide, and man, I just don't know about it. Very intimidating luminescent eyes, if you will. Her boots in the game kind of have an orange, yellow, I guess it is more orange than yellow in the game. In person, it's kind of like a green with a yellowy orange. This is more of like a bright orange, kind of a Halloween frightful orange, which I think looks pretty good. But her health is so low for some reason. What we're going to do here, I'm going to open up my spreadsheets. And you know what's interesting, because you hear a lot of chatter, everyone seems to love Stormblade. I've heard a lot of people say like, oh, deep dive Gilgrunt, no way. You know, people are happy on that front. You know, I've heard them say, you know, like, wow, you know, I was really against all these reimagined Skylanders that we've had over and over, but they're pretty cool. That said, I've never really heard anyone say anything about Super Shot Stealth Elf. Like, there's been no, oh my gosh, she's so much better, oh my gosh, she's horrible. Which leads me to believe that she's just kind of, as people's impression. And again, you have to realize, while I had Dark Super Shot Stealth Elf, I have not put her on the Portal of Power. I held off until this glorious moment in time when Dark Super Shot and regular Super Shot were together. And so that time happens to be 3 a.m. on Wednesday, October 7th. So we're going to come in. I'm checking out her idle animations here. Again, that is a very large gun for such an agile forest ninja, so I hope it hasn't hurt her speed. We know the number, but I've not moved her at all. I'm kind of scared too. If she's lost her speed, she will
Catch a glimpse.
kind of... What? Why is her face green? I mean, I realize that's like a forest green. It makes sense, but like she's always kind of had like that... yeah. How do you describe it? I don't know, like elven green is how I described it. And it's really more of a blue to it. It's kind of like, you know, the wheels on Dark Hot Streak over there? It's kind of more of that color, just not, you know, like glistening like that. I don't know. That's interesting. She doesn't, it's usually like a pale blue. Not quite an undead blue, but kind of like a pale foresty blue. It has a lot of green in it, but not forest green. This is straight up forest green skin. I don't know how I feel of it. There's a lot. This is, and right here it's a brighter. Maybe it's just the lighting where we're at, but here on the screen that we're spinning around, everything is kind of more of the yellowy orange, kind of like a fall cornucopia color. Whereas in game where we just left, it was like it was Halloween orange, you know. But nonetheless, this is what we want to do is check out her stats. Alright, so we're going to log these just in case the strategy guide's wrong. And where is it? We're on there. No wonder I couldn't find it. Health 190. In comparison, Dark Turbocharged Donkey Kong is 420. Typically, life element characters have very high health. The 190 is like undead grade, sub 200. And in fact, Fiesta and Frightful Fiesta, 230, 255 respectively. So I don't know if they did this to nerf her down a lot or something. So this will be interesting. Her speed is 50, armor 12, critical hits 6, elemental power 25. If you're like, wait, you said turbocharged Donkey Kong. Why is she, not 32? That's because this is Xbox One, so no other live characters registered at this point in time. No Thrillipede, sadly. Really looking forward to that guy. Anyway, while we're on this screen, I'll kind of spin her around for you. And it's the same old story, but we should cover it anyway because that's what we do. Her slogan remains silent but deadly, seems to have the same voice. As a small child, Stealth Elf awoke one morning inside the hollow of an old tree with no memory of how she got there. She was taken in by an unusually stealthy ninja-like forest creature in the deep forest. Under his tutelage, she spent the majority of her life training in the art of stealth fighting. After completing her training, she became a Skylander and set out into the world to uncover the mystery behind her origins. So, same old story again. Would be nice if we had a tail end, like why was she selected? Is it because she's so quick, or she has special training that they thought would be applicable here? Who knows, but we'll figure that out as we play, I suppose. So, now if you're thinking, hey, I don't remember that gun, and the bottom of the gun looks like a leaf there. When I was looking at the figure, it just looked like carved wood. So lots of discrepancies on this one. There's certain elements I like of the in-game figure better, and there's certain elements of the physical figure outside of the game I like better. For example, I like the orange touch on the boots, but I think I personally prefer like the idea of that whole barrel of the gun being an old log, and the bottom is just kind of carved intricately, kind of decoratively. And the skin tone is a big deal. I mean, this is a legit spring foresty green. And in the past, she's always kind of had, like I said, that sort of, pale blue color. So, I don't know. Upgrades, though, if you're like, man, what are they doing with Stealth Elf again? Here's the deal. Totally reimagined. She's never had a gun like this, right? It's not just some Wow Pow gimmick. In fact, she has no Wow Pow. She's a Supercharger. She's in Supercharger form, and therefore she has new base attacks, new base upgrades, new upgrade paths. We're going to take a look at them for the first time right here. Primary attack is Dagger Cannon, so that's what we're going to call that thing now, Dagger Cannon. Nice name. Press X and hold to lock onto enemies and shoot daggers at them. Yes, it's a gun that shoots daggers. Didn't see that coming. This second one looks like it's got stealth abilities here, so say hello. Press B to disappear and create a turret that distracts enemies. Really? I wonder how it shoots. That's interesting. I guess we disappear and the turret is there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. These next four are the base upgrades, 579 and 1200 respectively. Circle Slash. Press Y. This will be our tertiary attack. To perform an acrobatic spin. Oh yeah. That hits and knocks back enemies nearby. Very, very glad. Arboreal Acrobatics was fantastic. People were like, that doesn't even do any damage. Lame. No. She moved so fast with that. It was ridiculous. So this is a nice touch. I'm glad to see it. Assuming she's still fast, which if she's not fast, I don't even know if I can bring myself to play as her. That'll just kill Stealth Elf for me. She was the speed queen, and I can't tarnish her legacy. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I'm a loyalist, if you will. So I have my hopes up though, based on this tertiary. So press Y, acrobatic spin, hits, knocks back enemies. Excellent. Now we got needlepoint daggers. It looks cool aesthetically. Dagger Cannon deals more damage, straight to the point. Next up, To My Little Friend. Dun dun dun. Anyone see what I did there? Say hello to my little friend. Alright. The turret now shoots enemies in front of it. Very clever. It's a shame that those weren't back to back, though, so people might pick up on it more. We'll go about. Now, speed of the spin. Gain increased movement speed for a short time. Oh, yes. Now, are they doing that because they slowed her down and then they felt bad retrospectively? Or are they doing that because she's still the same old stealth? I don't know. Like I said, I have not had the heart to move her from her spawning point. So, Top path, what is it going to be? Dun-dun-dun, heavy gunner path. Focus on powerful ranged attacks with the dagger cannon. So, it's going to begin with Smog Slash. Create a poison cloud when you exit stealth mode. Okay, nothing too crazy there. Then we've got all wound up dagger cannon projectiles do more damage the longer X is held. Very trigger happy-ish. And lastly, splinter shells. Dagger cannon projectiles splinter off enemies and hit nearby enemies. Alright, I can deal with that. Nothing super exciting. I guess a lot would depend on how big Smog Slash is and what damage it does. I'm not expecting much for some reason, but that might be a path changer, if you will. Now, the cool thing is, with Dark Super Shot Stealth Elf, it's irrelevant because I'll take both paths. But coming down here, we have got what? The Stealth Saboteur path. Use deceitful tactics to disappear. No. And attack enemies without them ever knowing what hit them. This is a little appealing to me right now. Poop Blade Saint, man, you know, it's one of those. Anyway, I won't go into it. I won't go into the old stealth. You should know how I feel about old stealth elf by now. Distraction Destruction. On expiration, the turret explodes and damages nearby enemies. Very useful. Granted, you've got to use it to use it. That's like an Austin Powers type moment. Then we've got Acquisition Intelligence mode. The turret now aims at nearby enemies and does more damage. Fantastic. And lastly, we've got Spin to Win. I like the sounds of this. Circle Slash does more damage and knocks enemies farther away. Cool. So Circle Slash gets a Smog Splash appearance in the top path and Spin to Win in the bottom. Now, regardless of the path you take, you have access to the Soul Gem. Health Elf. Oh yes. Now this might help soften the blow of the incredibly low starting health. We'll see. After injury and after defeating an enemy, a familiar face appears and brings a health bonus. Is it like Whisper Elf or Classic Stealth Elf or what? Or the plus sign? I don't know. I don't understand the after injury. I don't know if they just mean you can't be at full health. That's kind of what they're inferring there or something. But I don't know. It'll be exciting. Let's back out of there. And we've covered everything here. So here we go. She's still fast. Excellent. Oh, I'm relieved. I was sweating bullets there. I'm not gonna lie. She's not like Miss super dynamically fast, but she's pretty quick. Primary attack. It's kind of more Gilgrunish, I'm gonna say. It's not got the appeal to me of like a trigger-happy bouncing bullets type thing. It's kind of like a singular, fairly rapid fire, but it's not really. You can spam it, but it's not spammable. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Anyway, let's play with our legendary treasure. Because we need money for upgrades. Because that's expensive and we have a lot of characters. So, anywho, what are we getting? 314? That would equate out to what? Like 157 per legendary treasure? We'll see. If that's correct, we shouldn't be able. Well, oh well. I'll figure it out sometime. I'm not gonna back it. Hopefully Sparks isn't taking some of our loot, right? Check out her jump too. Very, very cool. I just kind of do these from time to time when we introduce the characters, just so you kind of get a feel for the movement and how they go about their business. You can kind of dictate your structure there. So we've done the primary attack, right? Let's see what we're doing damage-wise with it. Oh. 24? 24? So, what's going on? What's that secondary one coming from? Okay, let's reread that, because I'm not understanding. Press attack 1 and hold to lock on enemies and shoot daggers at them. Yes, it's a gun that shoots daggers. Yeah, so, I'm not holding, I'm just tapping. So it seems to be like that thing hits and it locks on, and then we kind of fire off splinters. Hey, the ship reappeared. That thing had disappeared for a little while. That's interesting. Anyway, check the, I guess, like chapter 9 or 10 video. 10. And you should see what I'm talking about there. But yeah, now let's hold it down and see what happens. Let's actually look at the gun. Oh, nice. What is she doing? I don't know, but it looks cool. Okay, so let's hone in on this guy and then hold it down. So she hit him. Pretty cool. So you can spam it by just holding it. It's not the most rapid fire thing, but it's still good. So 24 to 36 presumably doesn't seem to have a change in attack damage based on anything else. Secondary attack lets it even do damage yet. It's say hello. Press B to disappear. Create a turret that distracts enemies. Okay, so once again, can we distract the dummy? Not really. Can we distract the Greebles up there in the Greeble dispenser? Yes, we can. So let's see what it does. We'll put it like point blank range here. Okay, so we got what, like 6 seconds there? Let's do it again. 7 seconds, 6 to 7 seconds roughly as we yawn. Not because we are tired. Not interested in the game, just tired. So it's what happens when you play games at 3 in the morning, right? Alright, so let's have some fun here. This is the Greeble dispenser. It's my pride and joy of the academy. And we're just gonna tap X. And now we're gonna hold X and just, I don't care if he hits us, we're just gonna see what happens. Okay, he got wrecked is what happened. Typical stealth elf. It's so weird not having the shadow blaze though, is it not? Let's distract him. Now we distracted him, let's do it again. There's a better angle for you. We'll do it one more time. And then I wanna see what happens when we like attack. So we're invisible. Boom, okay, so you reappear. Excellent. If I press B, we just reappear wherever our eyes are. So boom, boom, you get the feel. Now if I come in and I press primary, we're doing 35 it looks like. Right? Pretty sure that's 35, I don't know. Now can we do a jump attack? Let's find out. We'll rush over here. I'll leave those coins there for someone. It's probably dark still too. Yeah, she can shoot in the air. Let's see. Can't really do the jetpack thing, but she still looks cool when she jumps, and she can fire off. Secondary attack in the air, no. So that's it. This is Stealth Elf, Super Shot Stealth Elf at that. I was very, very concerned with her carrying this massive gun. They might have just like taken a radically different direction. But just like Terrafin being able to burrow, and just like Jetpack maintaining the suction ability, Stealth Elf is still quick. She's rated at 50, but that's one of those misleading things, right? What is that? Is that a bird? I guess it's a flower, but man, at first I was like, why is there this like dodo duck? I mean, I don't know, that some angle, this thing like right there beside me to the right, it looked like a duck. Kind of just like bobbing around. I'm like, shouldn't he be in the water? Anyway, none of that matters. What does matter though, she's got a cool jump. And she's fast. Not lightning, but she's pretty quick. I don't think she'd have a trouble matching anyone, and probably would beat pretty much everyone that we've introduced so far. So we might throw down an old Stealth Elf and see what happens speed-wise. And particularly, speaking of throwing down Stealth Elf, we're going to come in and we're going to throw down Dark Stealth Elf, see how she compares statistically, if you will. And I'm very interested in that, especially if there's a speed or health boost. If there's a health boost, villains be warned, Stealth Elf is back. But right now, the biggest concern for me is just low health. But hopefully the Soul Gem offsets it. We'll see what goes down. But she is back. She should be fantastic. She's undergone some changes, though. And I don't know. I'm not quite sure how we'll ultimately like them. But we will definitely give it a go down both paths. See what we think. Again, let me know your thoughts here. I will be creating a poll very soon because I don't think I have yet. It'll be Super Shot Stealth Elf versus Dark Super Shot Stealth Elf. Which one do you like the looks of better and why? We'll have some fun with that, just like we do with all the polls. SkylanderClub.com is where you can find those polls and discussion section. Anybody can vote. If you would like to discuss it on the forum, simply register. Or if you just want to vote and discuss it here on YouTube, do that. I don't care. I'm impartial. I want you to vote. I want you to be represented and just enjoy Skylanders that much more. So I will quit rambling. I'm going to introduce Dark Super Shot Stealth Elf next. Maybe have it done before 4 in the morning. So we'll see how it goes. As always, thanks so much for watching. We will catch you back here for more Skylanders SuperChargers.